Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mohamed Camara, and in this video we're gonna cover some results. Over 65K in revenue was generated in about 20 days time. I want to show you exactly how to take a store from scratch with no experience at all, show you some of the background and the behind the scenes details on how you can take that store that's doing $0 to going and doing $10,000 a day. Okay, I'm not talking about $10,000 in total revenue. I'm talking about $0 to $10,000 per day. And if you can net anywhere between 25 and 30% of that, you're making more than a doctor's salary at that point. I'm not even going to do the math, but I do want to give a quick shout out to our giveaway winner. In the last video, I did mention that I was going to do a giveaway, a one-on-one consultation call for anybody that commented down specific, comments. And let's go ahead and pick the winner. I got my laptop right here, so I'm just gonna paste in that video link that I had, and I'm gonna put generate the comments. You had to type in Facebook ads for Shopify plus whatever comments you had, and it seems like there's about 179 unique commenters on that video. So let's pick the random person, and the winner is Melinda J. August B.A. Bricker Realtor. Okay, so Facebook ads for Shopify picked me. Okay, that was a good enough job to get the win here, but unique name. But Melinda, congratulations. If you're watching this video right now, make sure that you send me an email over with proof and verification that you are the owner of this YouTube channel, and I'll go ahead and reply with a special link so you can book a call on my calendar, and we'll set up a 30-minute call. I'm all yours for that. You can ask me any questions you want. I'm looking forward to that. All right, so send me that email. I'm looking forward to it. But if you want a chance to win the next giveaway on this channel, make sure you comment down below 0 to 10K, and whatever comment you have. Okay, so that would be 0 to 10K using Shopify, and whatever comment you have down below, I'll do another one of these in my next video, and hopefully you can be the winner of that. All right, but without further ado, let's get into this video. I do want to talk about some case study and some results that I've gotten, and what I do want y'all to notice here is that this takes experience. Okay, this is not results like this aren't typical. I've been doing this for a while, so I know exactly what triggers to pull and what things to configure and what ads to run. You know what I'm saying? So if you do want more help on that, then you are going to need some experience. You're going to need to spend some advertising dollars, but I can show you some of my thought processes and some of the offers that I've created for the customers. That way they were able to really be encouraged to purchase and get my ad sets to be profitable, because that's what it comes down to. All right, and let's just hop behind the store here. As you can see, let me just refresh this so there's no funny stuff going on, because people will find any excuse to discredit why they should not do drop shipping, or why everybody else's results are fake on the internet, and so they can feel better about working a 9 to 5. But these are results from today alone. Okay, so we're at about 2.1K, and we're not even halfway. Well, we're a little over halfway through the day, but we'll probably end anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000 in revenue today alone, at around a 25% profit margin, just from running ads and knowing our numbers. So that's exactly what I want to show you here, but more into detail. Let's go into that 20-day period that I'm talking about. So from November 10th to November 30th, and yes, Black Friday was included on this. Okay, on Black Friday alone, it generated 11,000. So that, you can do more than 10K a day. You can do 11,000 per day if you get some of these strategies right. I'm about to walk you through. Okay, but I just want to show you that this is how scaling should look. Okay, it should be a constant growth. You might get some cutbacks. I did realize that the day before Black Friday itself, which was the 29th on this year, the sale dipped a little bit, and that's natural because people are usually waiting for the moment, and that's why you're gonna make more than that back on Black Friday itself. But this is not even concerning Black Friday. All right, I want to show you the ads. Let's get into the ads real quick, because I want to show you kind of the setup that I had. And as you can see right here, same time frame, November 10th to November 30th. If I refresh the screen real quick and we go into our dashboard, first of all, your dashboard should be set up to where you have a good view of your funnel. And what do I mean by that? You want to know your CPMs. You want to know your click-through rates, your cost per click. You want to know your link clicks, right? How many people are actually clicking your ad. You want to know how many people are adding to cart, how many people are purchasing, how many people, you know, what's the cost per purchase. All of these in-funnel metrics is going to show you the health of your store overall. So it's very, very important that you have a good set of glasses on when you're going to you basically read your data. You need to be able to see, or else you're running your business blind. So that's number one. Now let's look at the results and the performance. So on average, we got about, well, we spent about $20,000 here, but we've generated $50,000. Okay, so that's how this is gonna work. You're gonna have some ad spend. You're gonna have to invest. Facebook made $20,000 off of me, but that's fine as long as I'm taking home 20% of that 50K. And you might be saying, okay, why is this a little bit less than what was reported in Shopify itself, right? 65K here, but only 50K was reported. First of all, the pixel is not gonna get everything. But I am running Google ads as well. So another 10K came from Google ads, and another 5K, like 4.5K came from Pinterest. So I am trying other platforms, and that's my second piece of advice behind having a proper column setup is diversify your traffic, diversify it. You don't want to just rely on Facebook, especially with the way they're being really strict on ads nowadays. You want to be able to look for opportunities on other platforms. Facebook is just one way, okay? It's just one way, but it is the best way. Now, if you are looking to get into Google, I'm going to release some tutorials on that in the future. Don't get too caught up on that. It is a different beast, and it's going to require more of an initial, startup. So that's why I do recommend, and I do teach beginners to go ahead and leverage Facebook. So yes, Google works, and of course I'm gonna make a tutorial for y'all, but Facebook works at a lower cost, at a lower startup cost, which is why I go ahead and I teach that, and I recommend that for any beginners out there. You can still get a 2.5 ROA here, and what that means is for every dollar we put in, we're able to create a vending machine where it's gonna return to us $2.50, and that's a very, very good return on investment. If you ask me, that's a 250% return on investment. But let's talk about my third point here, which is to keep everything organized. All right, it's very, very, very important that you don't bombard yourself with too many ads and too many things going on, because you're probably getting into this, and you're probably quite new to the whole platform. So it doesn't help by having 10 different campaigns that is gonna confuse you even more. You know what I'm saying? So keep it simple. And what I mean by that is only keep a scale campaign, only keep a retargeting campaign, and a testing campaign. You only need 3. These other 2, that's just me being crazy and testing out some other stuff. But you only need 2. And as you can see, my scale campaign is doing most of the heavy lifting. You could duplicate as many ad sets as you want in here. Once you find what's working, there's no limit. I spent $13,000, made $30,000, right? So how it works is, you want to test things in your testing campaign, right? And you want to test things at a low budget, maybe $30 a day, see how things are working out. But then once you have something that's working in your testing campaign with different audiences, different ads, pick that one that's working and just duplicate it many times, 5, 10 times, and put it inside the scale campaign. And that's how the flow goes. And then once they die down in the scale campaign, just cut them off, keep testing new things. And as for the retargeting campaign, you only need 1 ad set in there. 1 ad set that's retargeting a very specific custom audience, and that is enough, to get you a return like this. 4.87 for every dollar we put in. And as you can see, we spent 400 here, a lot less than the scale campaign, but we've made more of a net margin here. And that's what the reason why is because these are people who's taken specific actions on our website already. So by keeping everything organized, it's going to allow us to see things at a glance, make decisions quick, fast, and be confident behind doing it. Okay, easy things scale, not complicated things. So that's the third point I want to bring up. The fourth thing is to make a seasonal ad. Okay, make a seasonal campaign. And what I mean by that is basically we had Black Friday come up. The way I capitalized on that was to create new ads. So I started by creating 3 different ads and said, hey, change your home this Black Friday season. This will be perfect for the holidays because this product was a home decor product. So I basically tailored that whole messaging down to the seasonal holiday that's coming up. Okay, so that's one thing you can do with your ad specifically. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna separate you from your competition. At a glance, Facebook is gonna see that you're using seasonal words and things that are relevant to the point in time, and they're gonna lower your CPMs. They're gonna make it less competitive for you. They're gonna show your ads over your competitors' ads. And then two, your customers are gonna see this and realize, okay, this is very tailored and specific. It must be serious. Okay, let me check out what offers that they have for Black Friday or December, or there's many holidays and national holidays to look forward to. It's not just Black Friday. There's Christmas season, there's Earth Day, there's Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's Valentine's Day. You can do this throughout the whole year, and it's not just in fourth quarter, which is a big myth that people put out there. It's like, oh, it only works during fourth quarter. No, e-commerce stores work year round. All right, and that's how you do it, is you stay relevant. Now, that brings me to my fifth point. I don't even know where we're at right now. I think we're at 5. But my fifth point is going to be to get banners made. If you are doing something seasonal, you want to highlight and you want to emphasize that a little bit more, go ahead to FIVERR.com, okay? And FIVERR.com is going to be able to give you some options of people who make banners. So just type in e-commerce banner, store banner. And what you'll see is a bunch of people who create banners for seasonal holidays. They can create these banners for your website. All you gotta do is send them an image of your product, send them a logo of your website, and you can say something like, Christmas sale, take 25% off. And that is more than enough to get people to react. You can put this on your social pages, you can send this out in an email broadcast, and you can even run a retargeting ad with these banners on it, and it's gonna emphasize your seasonal holiday a little bit more. Let's talk about the sixth thing now. Okay, so step number 6, you want to set up as a part of your irresistible offer, you want to set up an automatic discount code in Shopify. And the reason why I say automatic discount code is because you want it to be where they add a product to the cart, they're showing interest, and as it's in the cart, they're able to see that the discount was automatically applied, and that's going to encourage them to continue to buy right there and then. So that's a really big thing to do nowadays. And one of my favorite automatic discount codes to use is a buy one get one 50% off. Okay, because if we could get that one person to buy an extra one, we already spent the amount, we already spent the $12 to acquire that person on ads. Get them to spend as much as possible. All right, so that's one way you can go about that. I just want to show you right here. As you can see, spent 19,000, made for 50K, but this is just one platform, and I want to show you the Google Ads platform so you can see what I'm talking about here. In Google, we actually spent 1,000 or 1,100, and we made back 8.6 thousand. So very profitable there. But again, these are all things you could do once you have your numbers down, which leads me to my 8th point. Okay, the 8th thing, you gotta know your numbers. I know that I need to achieve a 2.3 ROA on all of my ad sets if I want a 30% profit margin. And the reason why I know this is because I use an ROA calculator. Because this is going to be a different number or a different metric for every single product out there, I want to leave you a ROA calculator. You can find that in the description below this video. Click it. It's going to take you to a Google file. Make sure you click file and make a copy. Don't actually, try to edit the thing, because it's going to edit it for everybody else and it's not going to allow you to. So make a copy of that file. Link is in the description. And all you need to do is plug in your product cost, and you need to plug in your product selling price. And what it's going to do is return to you the list of ROAs that you need. And specifically, the one you want to look at is at a 30% profit margin. If you aim for that and achieve that on all your ad sets, you know that you're profitable. Let's go into the ad sets here, because I want to show you that there's going to be multiple ad sets and multiple different performances. Now, at a glance, you're going to see that a lot of these are off, but the ones that are on are just high budget ads. Okay, so there's a few running still, but they're high budgets, and that's why I'm still able to generate 2K on the day, because look, we just made an extra $200 just in this time, because these ad sets, the most profitable ones are the ones that I leave running, and they're at really high budgets. Okay, so this brings me to my 9th point, which is don't scale vertically, scale horizontally. In each of these campaigns, there's a few campaigns here, but in each of them, there's a lot of different ad sets running at different budget amounts that's going to give us a wide variety of performances. And the reason I like running ads horizontally is because you're just duplicating what already works. You're not making changes or increasing the budget. Now let me break it down, okay? There's vertical scaling and then there's horizontal scaling. Vertical is when you increase the budgets on what is already working. Horizontal is when you just duplicate what you already have at the same budget. Okay, so what I like to do is horizontal. One, because scaling vertically actually damages your ad set. It resets the optimization, and you can expect the performance from that ad set that you scaled vertically to go down. Okay. Meanwhile, if you do a horizontal scaling, you're covering more ground. You're keeping everything the same as much as possible, but just changing one thing. And when it's time to scale, it's time to scale. Put that money up, because at this point, you should know your numbers and you should know that everything you spend is going to come with a return. All right. So it's not spending money anymore. It's investing. All right. And when you have a good ROA going, make sure you're not afraid to put that money up and invest in yourself, because it's coming right back. And we have data to back us up on that. As you can see, some of the ad sets performing right here, you got to be okay with some performing very well. And then on the other hand, some performing very poorly. Okay. These are very poor. And you can see I cut them off once they hit around $100 in spend. I think we're at 10 now. Okay. So step 10. You want to make sure that you're adding some urgency on your store. Make sure you configure that the ads, and in the ad mention that the sale ends tonight. Okay, mention that it ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Be that specific. Okay, or PST, whatever time zone you're in. Just make sure you have the timing down. Okay, make sure you mention that, because when people see that, it adds that deadline and that sense of urgency so that they buy now. You don't have to use timers. You can just say it ends tonight at this time, and trust me, your conversion rates are going to go up. So those are the 10 things that I would recommend you do, whatever season is coming up. We have Christmas coming up right now, so tailor some ads, do some things, do all of these things that I mentioned for the Christmas holiday, and you're going to see that your ROAs are going to go up. The performance of your ad set, as long as you have a good product, which I cover in many other videos before, just have that good product, and then the marketing should be a breeze. Okay, you should be able to use some of these tactics so that your customers buy now, and they buy now over your competitors. As you can see, numbers are still going up. I'll refresh this here, and this is what it's about. Okay, as you can see, all it takes is 20 days for things to change. These aren't typical results, but they can be typical. Don't make it harder for yourself. Okay, Look, I'm nobody special. If I can do it, then you can. Okay, I learned it, but I'm just giving you what I learned, so you don't even have to go through that process. Just go implement these things, and you're gonna see that, once you start generating those $10,000 a day, that $11,000 a day, you can't go back to working your 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? So it's really that simple. If you need extra help, feel free to join Ecom Bootcamp 2.0. I'll leave a link up down in the description. It's going to be at a discounted price just for my YouTube subscribers. Okay, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want a chance to enter that giveaway, make sure you comment down those secret words below, 0 to 10K a day on Shopify, plus your comment, and see if you have a chance to get in contact with me. But other than that, the best way to get in contact with me is through Ecom Bootcamp 2.0. Okay, so join. I'll leave a link below. If you don't see the link there, then that means the discount is over. I'll leave some videos for you, right here for you on my channel. Feel free to check those out, and hey, you already know what it is, man. Go get that money, go scale those ad campaigns, find what's working, and hopefully that helps you guys achieve your financial goals, man. But you already know what it is. It's your boy Mohamed Camara. Peace.